For the most part, these are going to be brands that you can find at your local thrift stores or garage sales to resell online. Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I go to thrift stores, garage sales, various locations, find cool things that people might want to buy online and kind of save them before they end up in the garbage, before they go to the landfill, because there are so many things hitting these thrift stores that they cannot sell it all. They just can't, no matter how cheap it is. I've got a thrift haul for you, or should I say garage sale haul, church sale haul. Yeah, everything came from a church sale and then a couple of garage sales that I hit on the way there and back from the church sale. And I did pretty well. It is all clothing, shoes, hats, clothes, and I would say the majority is women's clothing. And I would say the majority is what I would call bread and butter. The bread and butter is what pays the bills typically. For the most part, these are going to be brands that you can find at your local thrift stores or garage sales to resell online. I'm going to be researching these items as I go along, because when I'm at garage sales and church sales, I'm not doing so much research there. In thrift stores, I will take the time to do it, but when I'm at a church sale, I'm just taking what I can for my own knowledge and then maybe picking up some things I don't know about. I'll be sharing with you sell-through rate and average sales price, and I'll talk a little bit about what that means as we go along. At these sales, my average cost of goods was $2.50 per item. Some things I paid much more. These boots I paid $10 for. Other things I paid $1 for, but averaged out, I got 30 items for $75, and that's $2.50 per item. Now, I will talk about these first. These are boots. These are, they're cowboy boots, but they're not very cowboy looking, right? So they could be worn by just about anyone. I don't believe they have any sort of like steel toe, composite toe. No, just a regular toe. They're cowhide. They are a medium brown, and the brand is Dan Post, which, is a decent brand. It's not like the most expensive or anything. These would have been a better pickup if they had been more ornate. Like I said, average cost of goods was $2.50. The guy's like, I barely wore them. And then, you look at them and you see all the scuffs. You're like, did you? But no, overall, they're in pretty good shape. I'll have to spend some time deciphering all the numbers in here to figure out the size. I do believe they're a 10 or 10 and a half. And on average, the ASP, average sold price, and I'll put something down here that kind of explains what that is $67.40 with a 45% sell-through rate. Now that's pretty good. Let's just bump that up and say that was a 50% sell-through rate. That's going to be the same amount listed as sold. Get it? 50%. If it was 0 things listed and a whole bunch sold, that's 100% sell-through rate. And that's the highest it can go, really. I use eBay's tool. It used to be called Terapeak. It's now called Product Research, which makes more sense. And that's what I use. And it helps me determine what to price things for. Now these, I'm really going to have to go digging and find similar solds to get a real idea. I think it's going to be lower than that. I'll probably start these at 50 and try to get 30 out of them. Next item, I got this at the same garage sale. And it is a bit, so I'm going to put it on my hat, my glass head, and hope it straightens it out a bit. I'm also going to work on that little stain there. I'll start with just a baby wipe, and then I'll use some Folex. That has been one of my favorite things to clean. This is a Panama Jack, fedora, safari hat, canvas. Those are words I'm going to use. Again, $2.50 was my average cost of goods. I don't want to confuse things and say what my average cost of goods was plus what I spent at the garage sale. You know what I mean? Because I may not remember all the things. So $2.50 for this hat and everything else I'm about to show you. The ASP is $17 for used, and the sell-through rate is, I'll just round, 17%. Not terrific at all. I'm going to list this for 20. I'm not starting off with any bangers. I don't even know if I have any in here. I do, like I said, have a lot of bread and butter. This is a bread and butter brand. I do see a little something I'm gonna have to clean off. This is Chico's Travelers, and this is a size 4, is a 2, size 4, yeah, is a 2X, I believe. And you can't really see the gold color too well. Oh, there we go, that's a little bit better. But this is something you'd wear as a shell underneath a sweater or another top or a blazer or something. And you might wear it for special occasion because it's shimmery. So I'll be putting all of those keywords in the listing. I looked up Chico's Travelers Gold Tank Slinky. Slinky is that type of fabric that it is, and people will look for that. The ASP is $17 with a 30% sell-through rate, better sell-through rate. Not much better ASP. The larger size is going to help me out on this. I'm going to list it for $20. Something right there. Some gunk. It also smells like a lady's perfume. So this will get a wash and hopefully the scent will come out. I use unscented detergent because I don't want to just add another scent to it. Yet another bread and butter item. This is Talbot's, and they had a lot of Talbots at this church sale. It's a size 16. It's a wrinkle-resistant white button-up shirt. I mean, that's a classic item that people will look for. They're not going to spend a whole lot of money. I do think this one has a 3/4 sleeve, and it kind of has a wide sleeve. It also has this, what do you call that, pin tucking on it, so it's got a little shape to it as well. It should be a flattering shirt. The ASP was $15 and the sell-through rate, I deleted, was 17%. I don't know if you guys have noticed I'm somewhere different. I am at another client's house. I am house sitting and kitty cat sitting, so you may hear some meowing sooner or later as the kitties demand attention. And they shall get it. All right, I need to pull out something exciting or you guys are going to turn it off. These are a pair of Lane Bryant wide leg, kind of a khaki pull-on pant, linen blend, size 16. These are just a great summer pant. And but they have a $13 ASP and a 13% sell-through rate. It's probably something that's just too common. Ooh, this next one. Did I say what I was going to list it for? 20. Maybe a $20 day. Except for these next two. I found two in the same brand, and the brand is definitely a bolo. I have not found this particular item in this brand before, so we'll see as I look that up.
Kitten. Kitten.
Kitten.
Kitten.
Kiton.
Kiton. That, oh no, no ads. That is how you pronounce this next brand. I've been saying chitin this whole time. It's Kiton. This brand is very expensive. Can you see it? I'm going to keep moving it until hopefully you can see it. And the label is always very unassuming. I mean, look how tiny that is. This is a woman's shirt. And it feels really nice. I have two. And $2.50 each is what I spent. They actually don't have that impressive of an ASP or sell-through rate on eBay. Things look better over on Poshmark. I keep saying Terapeak. In eBay, a Kiton button shirt, women's, pre-owned, has a $31 ASP and a 29% sell-through rate. If I look at the average of what's active, the active listing price, it's $70. That's pre-owned. If you look at everything, including new, the ASP or the ALP, the average listing price is $435. That just gives you an idea of how expensive this shirt. Somebody has a brand new one listed for $1,317. I'm going to list it at $50. I'm going to list each one of them at $50. Okay, one thing with bread and butter. in my opinion, and this is just something that ran through my head right now, you gotta price with your heart a little bit too, and like your gut, your heart, your gut, whatever, your instincts, because bread and butter is gonna be a little more common typically, and you are gonna have prices all over the place. So like for example with this one, this is a Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World, Mickey ears. You see that texture to it? This type of knit is different than your typical polo. And it's got that nubbiness to it, that texture to it. It almost looks like a sweater. And I believe this is a more desirable style right now for some folks. It's an extra large. It's a pretty generous extra large too, I would say. And it's this cream color with the embroidery on it. And the ASP is $20. Sell-through rate is 15%. I think this one's better than $20. I'm going to price it at $30. That's what I mean by kind of pricing with your gut, your heart, whatever. And this next item's got a better sell-through rate than some of the others. This is a Zegna Sport, and you may see this in a brand called Ermenegildo Zegna in sport coats and other men's dress wear. The sport collection is going to be just your more casual. This is a linen. Pretty sure it's 100% linen. Casual button up that you'd wear, you know, on vacation, maybe to a beach wedding. Button it up first. Unless you don't want to. I think it's in really nice condition. We'll see when I take pictures. You have that bright light on it. Sometimes you find things. The sell-through rate is 43%. I like that. That's better. The ASP is $24. The average listing price is $52. I'm going to list this for $45. This next item is something that I sourced because I love vintage, and I actually like picking up vintage JCPenney and Sears, Montgomery Ward, those kinds of things that I might have shopped for when I was growing up. I love this sweater. This is a woman's vintage JCPenney. I would call it a ski sweater, a Nordic sweater. You may even say it's Fair Isle, although not really. And what size is this? This is an extra large. It's pretty cool. I saw the same one sold for $20 in March. On average, the ASP is $22. Very low sell-through rate at 2% right now. It is May. Is this May? Yes, it's May right now. So, I mean, would you expect something to have sold, like a lot of these to have sold? Probably not. So I think that'll increase. I'm sure it's not going to be fantastic even in the winter, but this is one of those things that I bought because I loved it, and I love selling vintage sweaters. So I will price that at $25. Another bread and butter, another Talbot's. This is Talbot's Perfect Short, size 14, which is a pair of Bermuda chino shorts and this pretty bright, kind of it's pink, salmon, flamingo, pink flamingo color. Really, really beautiful shape. The average sold price is $14. The sell-through rate is 41%, so that's nice. I'm going to list mine for $20. So this next pair, if I had been looking things up at this church sale, I may have put these back. With the low cost of goods that this sale had, yeah, I probably would have put these back. Abercrombie & Fitch, ultra high rise, super skinny ankle. They are size 14, and they are a size 14 long. They feel like they're new. They just feel like they were hardly worn or washed or anything. The ASP is only $15 with a an 11% sell-through rate. It's just not the best item. I'm going to list them for 20. At the end, I'll add up everything to see what my total estimated value is and how much I spent, and we can compare. Is picking up bread and butter worth it? To me, yes. Another Talbot's size 10 Newport pant. And this is that kind of a trouser pant, trouser jean. They look shiny, but they're not really shiny in person, but with that light, they look shiny. Yeah, that light's just too bright. Yikes, a $15 ASP and a 7% sell-through rate. Oh yeah, gonna list them for 20. All right, y'all, I will admit I thought this one was gonna help me out more. This is a Masters collection, size extra large. It's vintage, made in Hong Kong, and it's a polo, green polo, as you would expect. It's got the Masters golf tournament logo there, and it's got Masters embroidered on the sleeve. ASP was $20 with a 24% sell-through rate. I'm gonna list mine for 30. That's about what the average listing price is. I know that Masters stuff can do pretty well. I'm guessing the plain green polo is something that's more common to find. Another men's polo, and this is Lacoste. You recognize it by the little alligator patch. Man, I will tell you, that patch when I was in elementary school was super, super popular for my sister, really. She was in high school. We never had any. We had the knockoff with the little fox. I don't even know what the fox was. Probably something from Sears or JCPenney. Anyhow, this is a size extra large. They have their own sizing, or it's French, I don't know. But it's size 6 is an extra large. And this is, I like this color a lot. Kind of a light salmon, actually. Really great condition. These PK cotton polos retail for $110, but that's not what they resell for. ASP is $18 with a 40% sell-through rate, so pretty good sell-through rate. And the average listing price is $27. I'm going to list mine for 30. Trying to move through these quickly. I'm trying to get better at just quickly pricing my items. My last men's polo. Tommy Bahama XXXL, that's 3 X's. And this is another PK knit polo in this kind of a pinkish red stripe. And I did get it because of the extra large, the 3X. Tommy Bahama, another good brand, doesn't always resell well, but I do like to pick up larger men's sizes as well as women's. This has a $21 ASP, 29% sell-through rate. The average listing price was $29. I'm going to list mine for 30. Next is a brand that I don't find that frequently. I do think it's an expensive brand, J. McLaughlin, the size 2. I liked the style of these jeans. They have these zippers. It's a high rise, straight leg. Maybe yeah, that's not a skinny, that's a straight leg. The single pocket back there. Would you call these like a trouser denim? Oh, they're really nice. I bet they take a while to sell with it being that small size. ASP is $24 for J. McLaughlin jeans. Sell-through rate is 17%. The average listing price is $35, but this is a case where I'm going to go below that and I'm going to list it for 30, and that's due to the small size. Finally, a bolo. A bolo. It's been a while since I've found mother jeans. Found this at the church sale, was really excited. Found the J. McLaughlin right underneath them. See those M's on the pockets? Look for that. Gosh, it looks so weird. That fading looks so weird in this lighting. I promise you it doesn't look like that in person. This lighting is not great. Sorry, guys. So mother jeans are a good one to pick up. This is a straight leg, dark wash. Again, the seat. I mean, it's definitely worn off like that. Some of that indigo has worn off from wear, but it does not look that drastic in person. So I'm gonna have to disclose it and just hope my pictures turn out pretty, you know, good. This is called the Mid-Rise Dazzler Ankle. Now or Never is the wash. They have these names for everything. Okay, these are much better. Apparently this is a style worn by Kate Middleton, and some people use her picture in it. I won't do that. Yeah, I won't do that. These have an ASP of $63 with a 47% sell-through rate. That's a lot better. Active, pre-owned, the average listing price is $96. I know these sell for more on Poshmark, anywhere from $67 to $101 on the first row, $50 to $100 on the second row, and that's for pre-owned. All right, there's one listed right now for $85 in the same size and style and everything on Poshmark. I'm gonna list mine for $80. All right, we're more than halfway through and I finally found my best item. Right now, let's take the opportunity to give me a thumbs up. I found something good. Everything else was bread and butter. Mother is not bread and butter. Mother is a bolo. Mother is something I don't find frequently, but I love to find. It's still a brand that does well. If you aren't already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. I am trying to grow my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And we'll keep going. Okay, this item is Cuddle Duds. You're probably more familiar with it as something you wear as a base layer underneath your clothes to keep you warm. This is not that. This is a tunic top, cowl neck, leopard print. God, it's so soft. I mean, I'll admit, I got this just because of how soft it was. It has cuffins where you put your thumbs in the sleeves. God, y'all, I wish this was my size and I would totally be keeping it. It's a medium. It's so soft. I guess that's a dress maybe, because it's pretty long. $13 ASP, 84% sell-through rate, which sounds really awesome. I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot for this regardless. Maybe I should just list it for 15. Yeah, I'll list it for 15, but you know, with that ASP, you would think that it would sell quickly. Okay, this next item I actually wish I hadn't picked up. In the end, I do love the top itself, the print. It's this pink with some circle dots. It is Talbot's. It's a petite and it's an 8. Talbot's petites don't sell as well for me. So that is why I wish that I hadn't picked this up after all. And honestly, it's not any worse than anything else. $13 ASP with a 19% sell-through rate. What do y'all think I'm gonna list it for? $20? I'm gonna list it for $20. This next item is at least a little bit more unique than some of those other tops. It is still a bread and butter brand. Soft surroundings, it's a size medium. And it's also a tunic or a dress. I'm not exactly sure because it is pretty long. And it has this cowl neck thing going on. That feels like a crepe, maybe even a silk. Yeah, the whole thing is silk. Not the lining, but the whole outside is a silk crepe. And it has that embroidery down at the bottom. Oh, on the other side. With some sequins. I think it's pretty nice. All right, this one, I did find the exact one, solds of the exact one, as a $21 ASP with a 33% sell-through rate. I will list mine for $30. The active listing price, the average is $29. When I go through and actually list these things, I do a quick check again. I probably spend more time on pricing than I need to, but it's one thing I enjoy. And I'll probably get this listed pretty quickly, like in the next week. But I will want to see like same color, size, condition, what others are listed for so that I'm competitive. I want to sell mine faster, to be honest, but I'm putting $30 down as my list price. All right, this item is something I got at the first place I stopped. It was at a garage sale, and oddly enough, it is one of the things that brought my average sales price up because I overpaid. But it was handmade by the girl at the garage sale. I was, and it is a really cute bag. It's a large size. It's got these granny squares. This is really popular right now. Well, I've got one that's similar. I wear it and I get a zillion compliments. So from younger girls. So I think it's something that's popular right now based on that and that alone. Yeah, it's really, really cute. I like the colors a lot because it's got some green in there, but it's also sort of more neutral and not bright. Mine's like yellow and purple and things like that. It's hard to know what the ASP is going to be just because when you search things like this, so many things that aren't similar come up. But based on what I'm seeing listed, I think I'll list this for 20. Yeah, I think I'll list this for 20. She also changed the price on me on the 2 bags that I bought from her, which wasn't cool. She didn't realize it. She didn't realize that she was doing it, but anyway, and I just paid her. Well, this item is a very Y2K bag. It's got the calf hair in this zebra print, pink patent leather, bamboo detail chain, so many things going on. I paid $5. Sorry, I paid $2.50. Average cost of goods, remember, but it was priced at $5. And it's an Elaine Turner, which, as it turns out, is a fairly expensive brand. I could tell that it had some quality to it. I had not heard of Elaine Turner, and I actually left my phone in the car on accident, and I wasn't going to go back and get it because it was pretty far away, and my knees were really not holding up well that day. So comps are really everywhere for Elaine Turner as well. I didn't see anything in this exact style. Very low sell-through rate, 2.5%. Average sales price is $33. I'm going to list mine for $40. It just may take a while. When I picked this up, I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I thought it was an airport, Millionaire. I've heard about it. This is Millionaire Dallas. And it is, it's like a private jet airport type thing. Apparently started by Mary Kay Ash, Mary Kay's Cosmetics. Who knew? This is like new. I don't know if this guy worked there, but he had a hat, Palm Springs, and he had a shirt. He lives in my neighborhood, so I don't think he's a millionaire. I don't think he has his own private jet. Maybe he was a pilot. Or maybe he just worked there. I don't know. Or maybe he just got these some other way. I'm going to list mine for $25. It's like new. All right, this next one is pretty good when it comes to ASP. It is a Laura Ashley, made in Italy. It's a floral maxi tank dress. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to show you just because of the way the straps crisscross, but what a pretty floral pattern. And it may be a little bit more midi than maxi. What size is this? This is a size US 8. And it's so soft, really, really pretty. When I look up Laura Ashley floral tank dress, the ASP for solds is actually higher than the active listing price, which is odd. The ASP is $84. Sell-through rate is 19%. So I may list this for $80. This next one, not a bolo, not a banger. It's Matilda Jane. It's a women's size large, and it's a floral top, kind of a semi-sheer with crochet details. It just doesn't have the greatest of anything. $12 ASP with a 4% sell-through rate. I'm gonna list it for $15. 1, 2, 3 more things. Yes, 3 more things. This next one is, fairly decent. I would say it's not quite bread and butter for me because I don't find Lilly Pulitzer all that frequently. I was pretty excited. They are a size 4. I have found that people who wear Lilly Pulitzer wear size 4. I think this is a skinny leg, or is that a straight leg? It may do a little bit better if they're a straight leg. I'm hoping that there's a style number or something in here that I can look up. Beautiful white denim jeans. If they're a skinny leg, they have a $26 ASP with a 26% sell-through rate, and I'm going to list them for $30. Let me look up straight leg. 40% sell-through rate. If these are a size 4, it makes me think those are kind of a straight leg rather than a skinny, because the ankle would be a lot smaller. The ASP still isn't that different, so I don't think it'll change what I list it for. I might list them for $35 instead. I'll just put $35. This next one I had a hard time finding an ASP. I don't know. It was weird things were happening. Gotta finish up fast because my battery's going dead. Duffel bag, Vera Wang, black and yellow. They call it a weekender. I couldn't really find an ASP. I don't know. eBay was being weird. I see similar ones that sold anywhere from 30 to 40, so I'm going to list mine for 38. Next and last are these 1980 Hallmark cards. What do you call these guys? Shirt tails? I think that's what you call those guys. It's 2 bowls, 2 plastic vintage shirt tails bowls. Let me look those up. I see one panda bowl that sold for $8. I'm going to list these 2 bowls for $18. Okay, everyone, thanks for hanging in there with me on this bread and butter haul. If you learned anything, it would be mother jeans will save the day. Yeah, mother jeans, and those boots at the beginning were actually pretty good too. So I'm still happy with everything I got. If I can get an average of $20 each for all of these things, let's see, $20 times 30. Yes, I'm having to get the calculator out. That's sad. $600. This could be a $600 value haul. I will put the actual value, average, or estimated value and how much I spent here so that you know. Please leave me a comment and have a great day. Just keep listing.